Don't let us go in vain, Father. Don't let us go in vain. Don't let us go in vain, Father. Don't let us go in vain, because we belong to you, belong to you. We belong to you. Never cast us out. Don't let us go in vain. Once again, welcome every one of us who have come to worship God today, to seek Him in His temple, to seek His favor and His mercy. Glory, honor, and praise be to His name. There is nothing God likes more than for us to come and worship Him. It's very important to come and worship God in His holy temple, His holy sanctuary. As we worship and praise Him, God will come down and untie all the burdens Satan has used to bind us and free us from his clutches to do His will. Today we are reading from the book of Matthew chapter 11, verses 20 to 30. Matthew 11, 20 to 30. And here we see Jesus upbraiding or rebuking the cities where He had done His mighty works, who, despite the mighty works, did not repent. So the first point is that mighty works, mighty miracles, you witnessing mighty miracles would not make you change or repent before God. If miracles could make people change, the Israelites of old, who were at the time of Moses, they were the ones that should have been the holiest set of people on the earth. But we know that they were not. And they quickly turned against God after Moses went to get the 10 Commandments from Mount Sinai. These are the people who saw the 10 miraculous plagues, who saw the Red Sea divided, who saw water come from the rock and manna from heaven. Yet, at the slightest provocation, slightest test, they really turned against God. So He began to rebuke them. In other words, God expects that when you see those miracles, you will think twice about your life and you will surrender yourselves to God. So when you don't repent, despite seeing those miracles, you even open the judgments, the wrath of God upon yourself. You see? That's why He was rebuking them, because He expected them to repent, having seen the mighty works. What mighty works? Well, we know He fed the 5,000. He raised the dead, He opened the eyes of the blind. He made the deaf to hear. And so many other miracles. Despite that, they still did not repent. So what more did they expect God to do? The miracles He just did, nobody had ever done them before. But they were still not convinced. Which means that for you to repent, you need something more than miracles. He needs the gift of salvation. And It says, "Woe unto you, Chorazin and Bethsaida, for if the mighty works which have been done in you have been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes." Tyre and Sidon, they were the enemies of the children of God, and they were constantly in battle against them. They're very wicked people. And Jesus said that the miracles which were done in this Jewish cities, Bethsaida and Chorazin, have been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented and a long time ago and worn sackcloth and ashes. When you wear sackcloth and ashes, it represents a period of mourning, a period of repentance, an outward manifestation of your repentance. So let's go to 1 Corinthians 1:19. 1 Corinthians 1:19. So God expects you to repent when you see the mighty work that He does in your life. You are lucky enough to witness a great miracle. Then God expects you to repent from your sins, because that is God in action. You know? When you 1 Corinthians 1:19. When you still, yes.
I will destroy the wisdom of the wise.
Mm-hmm.
And bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
Yes.
Where is the wise?
Yes.
Where is the scribe?
Hmm?
maker of this age.
Okay.
Has not God made foolish things of this world?
Yes.
For since
Let's go to Jonah 3 verse 7. Jonah 3 verse 7. Because Jonah went to preach to these people, the city of Tyre and Sidon, and they repented. That's why Jesus referred to it.
and he caused it to be proclaimed.
Nineveh.
Jonah 3 verse 7.
Yes.
And he caused it to be proclaimed and published throughout Nineveh by
Yeah.
of the king, and his noble saying,
Hmm?
let neither man of this herd or flock taste anything.
Yes.
Do not let them eat or drink water.
Hmm. So when Jonah told them of the disaster coming against them, the Ninevites were from Tyre and Sidon. The king from his throne called for a fast, and they repented of their sins, and God changed his mind about the disaster he had brought for them. See? So God expects us to repent. It's the same message that John the Baptist and the Lord Jesus Christ preached from the beginning. It is repentance. God does not want to see the death of the sinner. God is not sitting in heaven chuckling when sinners die and go to hell. No. He's weeping. His heart is bleeding. He did not make man for man to go to hell. That would have been counterproductive. He made man to fellowship with him and be with him in heaven, just like Adam and Eve fellowship with him. He said, but I say unto you, it shall be more terrible for Tyre and Sidon on the day of judgment than for you. So when these cities refused to repent, Jesus told them that on the day of judgment, Tyre and Sidon will be better than they were. Well, Tyre and Sidon are very wicked people, but he said it would be better for them because they repented at the preaching of Jonah. Well, these people did not repent at the preaching of our Savior Jesus Christ. And he also mentioned Capernaum. Said, you who are exalted to heaven, they were very proud people. They should be brought down to hell. Hell is in the middle of this earth. Anybody who is proud would always be humbled. The Bible says that pride comes before a fall, and humility comes before honor. Let's go to Lamentations 2 verse 1. Isaiah 14:13. Isaiah 14:13. Lamentations 2 verse 1. Isaiah 14:13 says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also on the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. That was Satan saying that before he was cast out of heaven because of his pride. He wanted to be like God. Okay? Lamentations 2 verse 1. Do you have that? 2 verse 1. And Jesus said, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom on the day of judgment than Capernaum. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed. You ready? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How the Lord has covered the daughter of Zion
Yes.
with a cloud of his anger.
Yes.
He cast down from heaven to the earth
Yes.
the beauty of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and did not remember his footstool in the day of his anger.
Yes, they were cast down because of their pride. He said, had miracles that were done in Capernaum been done in Sodom and Gomorrah, they would have repented. Can you imagine? Sodom and Gomorrah were so terrible, they were practicing homosexuality and bisexuality and all kinds of evil was going on. And Jesus said, if they had seen the miracles that he did in Capernaum, they would have repented long ago. And it would have remained, it would have been destroyed. So here you are, you see miracles and you're not repenting. That's what I was telling them. So what excuse do you have? And the same applies to you and I today. When we see God doing miraculous things in our midst, and we still refuse to believe. Many people have been taken to hell. They've come to give their testimonies. Many have been taken to heaven. Despite that, millions still don't believe them. They say, oh, they're making it up. Even if Jesus came on this earth, they will still question whether it was him or not. They say, no, somebody else. Can't be Jesus. There's no who will never, never, never believe, no matter what they see. And that unbelief will relate to lack of repentance. Then Jesus said, I thank you, O Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hid these things from the wise and prudent and revealed them unto babes. What was he referring to? is referring to the wisdom of God. You see, the people who are wise in this world are very proud. They don't believe in anything like faith or religion. In fact, most of them don't believe in God. They believe that they're architects of their own destiny, and that wherever they were was because of their efforts. They say people who believe in God are like slaves of slave mentality. They don't know what they're talking about. So you just thank God that that wisdom, which is more precious than gold, was revealed to the poor, to babes. Babes are people who don't have anything. You know, the disciples, the apostles, many of them are not educated or fishermen. Yes, see how God used them. Many of the great men of God today had very little legal education. See, the Bible says that God will choose the foolish to shame the wise. He will call something that's not known as if it was known, as it was known. So, Jesus thanked the Lord. The revelation of His presence, of His glory, was given to the babes, the poor people, the innocent people, not the rich, not the wise of this world. You can be very wise in this world and very poor, very foolish in things of God. See, God will manifest His glory and reveal Himself to those who are humble in heart, those who will repent of their sins. They're the ones that will see Jesus Christ. But those who refuse to repent, who believe they're very okay, they don't need anybody, they're self-sufficient, Jesus will never reveal Himself to them. So even so, Father, for it seemed good in Thy sight. It was God that did that, because the proud people will reject Him. They will not come to Him, they will not listen to Him. So He will choose the poor and innocent, the babes, people who the world doesn't count as anything. Those are the people that He will reveal Himself to them. Jesus continues saying, all things are delivered unto me by my Father, and no man knows the Son but the Father, neither knows any man the Father, save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal Him. What was He saying there? In other words, the Father, before you can know the Father God, you have to have a revelation from Jesus Christ. He is the one that will reveal God the Father to you. You cannot know the Father by yourself. And all these other religions claiming to know God the Father, they're just fooling themselves. They don't know God the Father. They know something else, not God the Father. Let's go to Luke 10:22, John 3:35 and 33, 1 Corinthians 15:27. 1 Corinthians 15:27. So you cannot know God the Father truly except Jesus Christ reveals Him to you. And for that, you must know Jesus Christ first. 1 Corinthians 15:27 says, for He has put all things under His feet. Whose feet? Jesus' feet. But when He said all things are put under Him, it is manifest that He is accepted. Now, Jesus cannot be put under His own feet. We did put all things under Him. And when all things shall be subdued unto Him, then shall the Son also Himself be subject unto Him that put all things under Him, that God may be all in all. So after everything is done, Jesus Himself will submit Himself to God the Father. But right now, everything is put under His feet. Okay? So, read the verse. Luke 10:22. All things are delivered unto me. Mm-hmm.
And no one knows who the Son is,
Mm-hmm.
except the Father.
Yes.
And who the Father is except the Son.
That's it.
And the one to whom the Son will.
See, the Bible explains the Bible. Nobody knows the Father except the Son. And nobody knows the Son except the Father. And you cannot know the Father until Jesus reveals the Father to you. If you don't come to Jesus, you cannot know God the Father. So all those people who are rejecting Jesus and claiming to know the Father, they are fools. They have been deceived. They don't know the Father. They think they know the Father, but they don't. They don't. Let's go to John 1:18. And John 6:46. John 6:46 and John 1:18. John 6:46 says, not that any man has seen the Father, save he which is of God, he has seen the Father, that is Jesus Christ. John 1:18 says that no one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he had declared him. See? Only God has seen the Father. Only Jesus Christ has seen his Father. And no one else can see the Father except Jesus authorizes you or grants you the permission. The revelation has to be given to you. If you think by your religion you know the Father, you are completely deceived. And many religions claim to know God the Father, but actually they are worshipping another spirit, not the true Father. Then it comes a great invitation. It says, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is the invitation that Jesus Christ makes to all humanity. He didn't say, come unto me, all you Christians. He didn't say, come unto me, all you Methodists, all you Salesians. No. He said, come unto me, all. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu, a Rastafarian, a Buddhist, Shintoist, whatever you may be, Jesus is inviting you today to come unto him. And it specifies all you that are heavy laden and labored. Are you heavy laden and labored in your life today? Are you carrying a heavy load, a heavy weight of sin, of oppression, where you don't know where to turn? Have you tried everything else except Jesus? Then today you are being invited to come to him. He says, come, all you that are labored and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Rest from your oppression, rest from your troubles, rest from the attacks of Satan, rest from your daily troubles. You can have that rest only in Jesus. Maybe you've tried every other thing. Joining clubs, going out, drinking, prostitution, everything else you've tried, and you've not had that rest or not at peace. But if you try Jesus tonight, yes, talking about you, if you try him tonight, you'll find rest from all your troubles. Now you can ask yourself, how can I get rest? I can't even see Jesus. You don't have to see him. You accept him by faith. That Jesus, I've sinned against you, I'm not worthy to be your child. But have mercy, forgive me my sins. Come into my heart today, be my Lord and my Savior. Give me that rest that you promised me. Because I'm tired of battling on my own. I need your help. If you say that prayer today, even right now as I'm speaking, he, in truly minutes, he will come into your life and carry that heavy load of you. You feel so light. He says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me. What is the yoke? The yoke is the heavy wooden bar that is placed on the neck of the cattle. And they use that to drive the plow. And the plow cultivates land. It rakes the land. It's like a great tractor, a mower. So it says that you bring your heavy burdens, your heavy yoke. Bring it to me. Let's do an exchange. I will give you mine, and I'll take your heavy burden of you. That's exactly what it's saying. It says, take my yoke upon you. Give me yours, and take mine. And learn of me. See? Why did he say that? He says, for I'm meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest for your souls. You see? I'm meek and lowly in heart. Jesus Christ was meek and lowly. Very humble. Very, very. He never announced himself. He never boasted about himself. He never broadcasted himself. So when you do that, when you bring your yoke, your heavy burden to him, and you take his own body, you will find rest unto your souls. Let's go to the book of Philippians 2:7 and 8. Jeremiah 6, 16. Jeremiah 6:16. Philippians 2, 7 and 8. Yes. He made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a bond servant, coming in the likeness of men. Yes. He humbled himself, became obedient to the point of death, even the death of the cross. The name of Jesus, right? Exalted him. Because he humbled himself to the point of death, God then exalted him. And gave him the name which is above every name. You see? At the name of Jesus, every knee should bow. Of those in heaven, of those on earth, and those under the earth. And every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God. Heaven. See? He humbled himself first, and then God exalted him. You have to humble yourself first before God can exalt and promote you. He says, unless the corn of wheat dies, it abides alone. But when he dies, he brings forth much fruits. You have to lose yourself in Jesus. Then he will make you up again and make you a vessel of honor in his hands. So the invitation is given. He said, why did he give this invitation? He said, for my yoke is easy and my body is light. Let's do an exchange. You take my yoke, I'll take your yoke for you. I'll relieve you of that yoke. That's a heavy burden of sin, of oppression, of bondage that Satan has put in your life and you're struggling with for so long. You don't know what else to do. You've tried everything else. You've gone to the babalawos, the herbalists, the witch doctors. You've tried the palmists, the canary readers, all these things. None has been able to help you. Isn't it high time you try Jesus? He's calling you today. He's inviting you today. It's up to you to take up his offer. It's a free gift. There's no charge. There's no requirements. Just come as you are. Receive him into your heart today. And he will give you that promise. Rest that he promised you. Jesus never makes promises and never fulfills them. He would always fulfill his promise. Why don't you try him today? You've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose. Just as you finish the sermon, go and kneel down. Anyway, all you can sit down wherever you are. Say, Jesus, I've heard from your son today. I've tried everything else. Nothing has worked for me. I'm on the point of giving up. But I heard your word today. You're inviting me to come to you. Yes, I'm ready to try you. Forgive me of my sins. I've sinned against you. Have mercy upon me. Wash me with the precious blood today. And come into my heart. Be my Lord and Savior. You said I should bring my heavy yoke. I'm laying upon you my heavy yoke today. I'm ready to take up your own yoke. Because you said your yoke is easy and your body is light. Let's go to 1 John 5, verse 3. I'm sure you like to have the yoke of Jesus, which is very light compared to your own heavy yoke. 1 John 5:3 says, for it is the love of God that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So it's asking you, is inviting you today, come unto you, you that are labored heavily, and he will give you rest. Let us pray. Jehovah Jesus Christ, be Michael, the God of the truth, the God of mercy. Today you have heard from heaven how you extended your hand of love to sinners who had rejected you for a long time. But you're not counting this against them. You're still inviting them to come, to bring their yoke, to learn of you, and take your own yoke, because you are humble in heart, and they will find rest for their souls. Father, convict them of sin, of righteousness and judgments. Let them come unto you, and bring a heavy burden unto you, so they can take your yoke, which is easy and light. Grant them the free gift of salvation. Grant them the knowledge of salvation. Write their names in the book of life. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. 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 In Jesus' name. Hallelujah.